Hello, beautiful people of the internet. Welcome back to the Games and Culture channel. Today, there was an Xbox Developer Direct that we're going to watch. I know we've been harsh on Xbox because they deserve it.
Hey, my Xbox is right here. It's right here.
Yeah, I got 1, 2, 3, 4
One, two,
Xboxes
four,
within
four.
2 feet of me. So,
Oh, wait, my phone. So I have 5 Xboxes.
5 Xboxes, yes. Yep. Yep. So, there are some games in this direct that we're excited for. Claire Obscura 33, Doom the Dark Ages, Dark World,
I think so. Like the Dude the Dark Ages.
Dark Ages, yeah. And then South of Midnight, which has one
Yeah.
of the coolest art styles in modern gaming. So there's a lot here in this first kind of press event for video gaming that we kind of want to watch.
I will say one thing got spoiled for me because people didn't know this was happening and just told me. I'm like, they didn't just stop, but it was too late. I don't know if you got spoiled on it.
The last thing, possibly, I got spoiled on.
Okay,
I'm
well,
not. I'm
we'll
not
see.
100% sure. We are watching this after it's aired because of scheduling reasons, but most of this is going to be new to us. Hopefully, it's new to you guys too. Looks like there's going to be a lot of good stuff in here. So, take us away, Nick, for the second time because we had audio issues before.
All
But
right,
you won't
let's
see
go.
that, so don't worry.
Yeah. I can hear now.
Excellent. You can get rid of those closed captionings if you want to as well.
Oh, yeah,
I think we're gonna need those. I don't know where you land on the closed captioning thing, but I hate closed captioning. I can hear. So
It depends on what I'm watching.
fair enough. Fair enough. Enjoy the show, they say. That's whatever.
What if I don't want to listen to what Xbox tells me to do?
I swear to God, if this is a like We Are Xbox fucking trailer or something, like I will be so upset. Like you can't extend that to your people. Stop it.
They're an Xbox.
But he did only say 4 games, so it looks like there's the 3 games and then the last one, which was teased. So, looks like they're not gonna pull out any extra surprises. It's cool that they're letting the devs talk about their games though, rather than fucking Sarah Bond up there.
Was that
doing
was
jack shit.
Was Avowed mentioned?
No,
Gonna be here? No. Okay, no
no.
Avowed.
South of Midnight, Claire Obscura, Doom, and then the 4th thing that they are teasing is some big surprise.
Okay. Well, then I know what the 4th game thing is. I know what the surprise
Yeah.
is.
Oh, they're starting with it. Okay.
Or maybe not. Or something different.
Team Ninja.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
this is what I spoiled.
Yeah, this is what got spoiled for me as well, but that's okay.
こんにちは、光栄テクモゲームズチーム忍者の安田文彦です。今日は皆様にチーム忍者が長く大切にしてきたアクションシリーズの新情報を発表できる機会をいただけてとても嬉しく思います。早速ですが、こちらをご覧ください。
Flagship action series.
Well, it would have been nice not to get spoiled on this.
Huh?
Several years ago,
It would have been nice not to get spoiled on this.
youngest of the divine
Yeah, a
family,
little
well.
bit. I haven't seen the
traveled
trailer or
across the
anything,
world,
just
I haven't
The
seen it. I just
title.
got told about it.
ultimately
Yeah.
thwarted through the efforts of a soul ninja. However, the dark dragon's husk remained, and from this husk fell an endless downpour of cursed rain. The abandoned Tokyo continues its struggle against chaos to this day.
Infiltrated the facility. Commencing mission.
Oh, Platinum Games is doing
Platinum Games. role they're playing. Because are Team Ninja and Platinum co-developing them?
Maybe? Oh.
That was cool. Oh.
How you going splat?
That samurai guy looks cool. Ooh.
Ryu Hayabusa.
Oh,
Whatever your clan is
there he
There.
is.
ends here.
The ninja himself.
Raven.
Back off, Hayabusa. I will execute my mission.
Ninja
Ninja
Gaiden
Gaiden
4.
4.
世界中の町人の皆さん、10年以上大変お待たせしました。最強の忍者となり、
Very,
容赦なく
very cool.
襲い来る敵に挑むハイスピードアクション忍者ガイデンのナンバリング最新作として忍者ガイデン4を発表させていただきました。本作はプラチナゲームズさんとの協業で開発を
Ninja
進
and
めてい
Platinum
ます。
Games. Okay.
プラチナゲームズさんのアクションゲームというジャンルにおける実績は言うまでもなく、ベヨネッタやニアオートマタなど素晴らしいアクションタイトルを生み出してこられました。忍者ガイデン4というタイトルを10年以上の時を超えて新たに皆様にお届けするにあたり、より多くの方に新鮮な気持ちでプレイしていただけるよう、新たな世界を新主人公であるもう一人の町人ヤクモで冒険するという形で制作することにしました。先ほどご覧いただいた映像の中で竜ハヤブサも登場しておりましたが、彼は今回の物語に密接に関わってきます。なぜヤクモと戦うことになったのか、竜ハヤブサが戦う目的は何なのか、本作の物語の中で展開していきます。
任務は必ず成し遂げる。邪魔をするな。
物語は黒竜がもたらした正気の雨によって荒廃した首都東京が舞台
The
となってい
Reign
ま
of Darkrai. You can only get that something like
す。この
that
雨
from
は
Japanese
黒竜
games.
がまだ生きてい
Like,
た証であり、雨が止まない限り東京に安寧は訪れません。
Purple Fire.
that's how you know
今
it's
作の新主人
evil.
公であり、ハヤブサと対をなすカラス一門に所属するヤクモが首都東京で黒竜を倒し、この世界を晴らすため戦いに身を投じます。
これまで忍者ガイデンシリーズで描かれてきたダークでハードな世界観は継承し、そこにさらに危機を感じさせる要素として呪いやより混沌とした景観のデザインを取り入れています。
This is very cool to see that it's coming back.
ステージプレイ中に街が呪いの影響を受け、ビルは崩れ、道は歪み、ヤクモをピンチに陥れることでしょう。
And it's cool to see Platinum Games a little bit back to form because
Yeah.
the last game they released was what, Babylon's Fall,
I think so.
which was an unmitigated disaster. So to see them back into kind of the form that they're known for is good to see.
リングやシリーズおなじみの体術など忍者アクションを駆使して乗り越えていくことになります。
Making single player action games. We don't need to make them live service.
ダイナミックで爽快なシチュエーションを多く追加しました。これら以外にも様々なシチュエーションやチャレンジ、隠されたアイテムなどを用意しており、ステージが進むごとに上がっていくテンションにも驚いていただけると思います。
新しい主人公のヤクモは竜ハヤブサに次ぐ新たな町人です。彼にはまだ若さも残っていますが、
I also kind of like how it's kind of got like Devil May Cry 4 vibes where you're playing as Nero
竜と肩を並べる
and then like Dante works his way into the story. 'Cause that's kind of how it feels with this Yakumo character and Ryu Hayabusa.
Yeah, I can see that. I didn't play a actually, I don't think I've played a DMC game before at all.
That's
黒竜
sad.
の封印を守る竜神島や
That's
現
sad.
世に蔓延する とならざる者
DMC
龍馬
3 and 5 are
そしてもち
two
ろ
of
ん
the
シリ
fucking
ーズおなじみの
dopest ass
魔人
action
も登場
games.
します。また現時点では公開していませんが、新たなキャラクターやシリーズファンの方に喜んでいただける人物も登場しますので、続報にご期待ください。
従来のシリーズからバトルスピードをさらに加速させ、目にも止まらぬスピードで敵との攻防を繰り広げることができます。さらにヤクモが使える新要素、結節忍術ヌエの型を駆使したダイナミックな攻撃によって、これまでから大きく進化した1対他の戦闘を可能にしました。ヌエの型ではこれまでの忍者ガイデンにはない広範囲かつ一撃必殺の攻撃となっており、多勢に無勢の状態が長く続く戦況を一気に覆すことができます。もちろん
That's
1
kind of
対
cool.
1の
His
戦闘にお
his
ける
scarf
比率
kind
も
of
健在
like
です。
turned into a wing there
プ
for a
レイヤー
second.
同様、敵もガードや回避をしてくるため、緊張感のあるフェアな戦闘を味わうことができます。敵の動きをしっかりと捉えながら、一瞬の隙を逃さずに攻撃を仕掛けていくことが重要です。ヌエの方によって忍者ガイデンのアクションの味わいにさらなる進化を感じられるかと思います。
特にアクションに関しては手触り、バランス調整など細部にわたり日々議論させていただき、会社の垣根を越えた密なやり取りをさせていただいています。本作の主人公であるヤクモは竜とは一味違うアクションを有していますが、その中でもしっかりと忍者ガイデンらしさを感じていただけると思います。例えばカラス、ヌエ、2つの型があるという点がヤクモの大きな特徴ですが、それらが持つ多彩な性能のアクションを用いて敵や状況ごとに使い分ける攻略の深みや滅却、絶技などを絡めた抑揚あるスピーディーな攻防などはもちろんヤクモでも健在です。
ヤクモと竜ハヤブサはそれぞれがかなり異なる個性的な遊び心地になっていますので、さまざまな戦闘バリエーションを楽しむことができるようになっています。ヤクモ、そして竜ハヤブサの双方で飛燕、伊豆名落としなどシリーズおなじみのアクションも駆使しつつ、新アクションを織り交ぜた新しい忍者ガイデンにご期待ください。
It looks great. Looks great.
忍者ガイデンシリーズに色濃く残っている歯ごたえやグレードの高いアクション体験の継承、さらに我々プラチナゲームズの特徴であるスピーディーなアクションやダイナミックな演出も取り入れ、進化した正当続編を作り上げるべく総力を挙げて開発を進めております。
容赦ない敵とのいかな
It's
る
kind of
攻
cool
防
that
にも
like
フェアに戦
a
え
lot of
る
these
手触り
older
をヤ
franchises
クモ
are
でも
kind
目
of
指してい
coming
ます。
back.
皆様に進化した
So
忍
it's
者ガイデンを
their
触っていた
last
だける日
entry
を
into
楽しみ
Dragon
にしています。
over 10 years
シリ
ago.
ーズファンはもちろんのこと、忍者ガイデン
Oh, assuming
プレイする方で
the last one was on the PS3 360.
ぜひ
I don't think it was
お
on
待ちください。
PS4.
It was not.
プラチナゲームズさんと共にまさに忍者のよう
It
な
was
忍
not
者ガイデン4の
There,
開
I
発を
think
進
there
め
was
てき
one
ま
on
し
the
たが、
Vita
つ
though.
いに発表することができて非常に嬉しく思います。2025年秋に本作を皆様にお届けできるのを楽しみに
Now,
してい
now
ます。
people now people got a chance to play it because you know
ください。
Vita.
Yes, yes.
さて、本日お伝えしたい発表はそれだけではありません。
One more thing we're
こちらを
excited to
ご覧
announce.
ください。
They did say it was going on all platforms. Well, that is specified if it's a Switch 2 or not. Obviously not Switch 1.
Yeah.
But maybe I would imagine Switch 2 stuff is gonna be held off until Nintendo's Direct.
Yeah, probably. Are these the... They already remastered the trilogy of games, didn't they? Yeah, they did. Or at least they
Dang.
packaged them together. Because I have them.
My path leads through the land of the dead.
And thus the sun sets on the Dragon Ninja bloodline.
Yeah, I'm assuming these are like remastered or something.
Genshin, go back to hell.
All paths before me are cruel and arduous. Our time has come.
Ninja Gaiden 2 Black.
忍者ガイデン2のオリジナル版は2008年に Xbox360 で発売し、バイオレンスな表現とハイスピードなバトルを皆様にお楽しみいただいた作品です。今作忍者ガイデン2ブラックではオリジナル版の表現に立ち戻り、アンリアルエンジン5を用いてグラフィックを大幅に刷新、忍者ガイデン2の
Well, a remake of
として
2.
開発いたしました。
Okay.
綺麗なグラフィックでお楽しみいただけるのはもちろん、リュウ・ハヤブさんに加え、あやね、もみじ、レイチェルもプレイブルキャラクターとして登場します。そして本作は本日コンソール、PC、そして Xbox
Oh,
ゲームパスで
Shadow
この
Drop.
後すぐに
Excellent.
発売となります。忍者ガイデンシリーズ
Just what you like. There you go. There's your
I
shadow
love
drop.
it. I think they're so exciting. This is fun to do.
発売前にぜひ本作をお楽し
You
み
don't
ください。
think if they are like Claire Obscura releases now that wouldn't be
今年
fucking
はチー
hype
ム
as
忍者
shit?
創
Like
立30周年の節目であり、本日発表させていただいた忍者ガイデン4
We all can't be Hi-Fi Rush.
2025年は
okay,
忍
so
者の
they're
年
saying Ninja Gaiden 4 is coming out this year.
ぜひ忍
All
者
right.
ガイデンシリーズの展開にご注目ください。本日はありがとうございました。
Game Pass Series X, PC, and PS5.
PS5. Okay, so it will be day and date PS5 then. Okay, coming out in the fall.
What we got over here?
Oh, we're doing South of Midnight second. If the new thing isn't, if like the mystery thing wasn't gonna be last, I figured that this would be last. But
Yeah.
this game looks so cool.
Curious what the game plan for this one is.
Hi,
Yeah.
and welcome to Compulsion Games here in Montreal, Canada. At our studio, we care about world building, and we treat the setting almost like a character of its own. From the magical noir of Contrast to the alternate history of We Happy Few, we draw inspiration from the landscape to shape mood, drama, and intrigue. For South of Midnight, our third-person action-adventure game, the story and characters bring a folkloric Deep South to life. This gave us a chance to explore Southern Gothic themes with a dark fantasy twist. So while our protagonist Hazel is at the forefront of our story, it's the macabre elements and larger-than-life creatures that will leave a mark on her journey and growth.
It's such a good idea too. You don't see many like Southern U.S. voodoo inspired, you know, kind of settings.
Mama, this ain't my first hurricane. I know what to do. As long as you didn't forget the flashlights and batteries. Oh, should we got 5
Like,
minutes? Let's go.
Everybody does fantasy and everybody does Norse and everybody does zombies.
Speak on it. I said we wouldn't be rushed if you didn't waste all
Yeah,
time at the shelter.
it's got like a claymation art style.
You want to
Yeah.
bring this up right now? I'm just saying. Hazel, please. We might need some help. I might need some help. While you're out helping everybody else. Hazel.
Hazel may start her journey as a typical 19-year-old, but disastrous events will push her into a darkly magical world where she'll learn who she really is and how to tap into weaving, an ancient magical power that redefines her trajectory in life.
The land itself chooses Hazel as a weaver. Someone who can see beyond the surface and tap into a deeper reality, the grand tapestry. Weavers can see the fabric binding our worlds, connecting people, nature, and echoes of the past.
Keep those hands to yourself.
Hazel can perceive both the mystical strands and stigmas in the world. Through her newfound power, she reweaves these stigmas.
Kind of looked like the
and
Blight
mends
from
the
Dragon Age
afflicted
there for a second.
creatures she encounters.
As Hazel discovers her power, the world gradually shifts into the surreal, revealing that creatures from the old folktales actually exist.
You up here, my salvation.
Among them is good old Catfish, the storyteller who becomes both the guide and companion to Hazel across the game.
It ain't every day I hear about a new weaver such as yourself. Would you kindly do your weaver thing and help me down?
Meeting
That's so
Catfish
cool.
marks the true beginning of Hazel's journey. All of Hazel's arsenal and powers are designed around textile crafting and traditional spinning wheels. Her weapons include a spindle, 2 weaving hooks, and a distaff. Her magic abilities manifest with supernatural lace-like patterns, blending the traditional craft with mystical elements. Hazel engages with the world through a variety of movement abilities. Those abilities also help Hazel progress on a journey.
As her journey unfolds, Hazel will master new weaving abilities, using them to traverse the world, conjure objects, and confront adversaries.
Combat is about understanding and adapting to different enemy archetypes known as Aints, the manifestations of corruption Hazel encounters.
These Haints trap Hazel in combat until she unravels them, destroying them in the process.
Each Aint has its own unique moveset, strengths, and weaknesses that you'll need to learn and adapt to. For example, the Slug burrows on the ground and unleashes devastating strikes from afar, while the Ravager closes the distance with chilling speed. Hazel can counter these threats with agile melee abilities to execute powerful combos, jump attacks, and charge attacks. But close combat is risky and can backfire because Aints have powerful defensive abilities. Mastering your magical skills becomes the key to gaining the upper hand in combat. Push, pull, and weave are some of the spells at your disposal that give you a tactical advantage during a fight. Timing is everything. Pull distant enemies close to start melee combos, push them back to interrupt and stun their attack. Then press the advantage with follow-up strikes. Spells interact uniquely with each enemy
It's
type,
interesting to see
creating
that
dynamic
the
combat
combat system
scenarios,
is
especially when facing multiple
rather
types
deep.
of
I didn't
opponents
expect
at
it
the
to be
same
very
time.
deep.
Once near death, enemies can be unraveled, breaking their core and setting them free of their corruption, which has the added benefit of providing health boosts and reducing ability cooldowns. If you play your combos right, you can enhance Hazel's combat readiness and keep on chaining her abilities. As Hazel progresses in the game, she unlocks new moves and improved abilities, and you'll have to
Isn't it
decide
fair?
which areas to prioritize. The upgrades will change how you approach combat, like enhancing area effect attacks, or refining push and pull skills to improve precision and make them feel more rewarding. The combat system is fast and responsive, built around chaining attacks, landing precise strikes, and unraveling enemies.
You mind if I take a look around?
Looks
you
pretty
can
decent.
see every place old Molly terrorized and more. Now for the low, low price of $1.
In Hazel's search for her mother, you'll explore multiple regions, each ruled by a mythical creature with their own Southern Gothic history. You'll gradually uncover the backstories of these beings, once human or animal, who were transformed by tragedy, their secrets waiting to be discovered. As a weaver, Hazel heals these creatures by collecting fragments of haunted memories. We call these echoes, which reveal each creature's past. Hazel must experience these echoes before she can mend them.
What kind of person would do that to someone?
We design each region to reflect the creature that's been doomed to wander it. From the atmospheric environment to unique music themes composed for each one. While not all encounters lead to direct combat, Hazel will need to face mythical creatures in epic confrontation before she can heal them. Our boss encounters and gameplay sequences also reflects the uniqueness of each creature, with distinct mechanics that center around a specific thematic. These encounters feature multiple phases that ramp up in complexity. As the encounters progress, the musical theme builds up, cranking the tension alongside the fight.
Great.
Whether it's Two-Toed Tom or hugging Molly, each of these larger-than-life creatures is inspired by Southern folklore and lead to climactic battles.
We got a long journey ahead.
South of Midnight unfolds as a hero's journey, and as Hazel, you'll travel through a tapestry of Southern-inspired landscapes. From abysmal swamps to flooded farmlands to the Appalachian peaks. In our magical South,
Games look stunning.
decaying buildings reclaimed by nature stand moments away from a hungry Rugaloo. And as Hazel delves deeper, reality bends ever more toward the fantastical.
The history, landscape, and folklore of the American Deep South fill our world, and our team has infused the game with thoughtful details and environmental storytelling, like our bottle trees and haint blue porches, which are said to ward off evil spirits. The Way to the Past emerges as central themes, which you can see through old abandoned buildings and businesses struggling to survive. As you explore, you'll meet locals who stayed behind even in the face of a hurricane.
So I'm the last person left here. All those damn haints. This part of the river's filthy with them.
Artistically, we're staying true to our Moody Compulsion signature style. But this time, we're using a handcrafted approach inspired by stop-motion animation.
Yeah.
Which allows our team to bring a distinct personality and tone into every prop and character. Because this folklore is open to visual interpretation, we embrace the freedom to reimagine these creatures and their stories, to adapt how they look, and to craft our own version of a fantastical Deep South.
Yeah, it's just gorgeous. Just absolutely gorgeous.
At Compulsion Games, we love to craft around central themes. We're lucky to have talent across all our disciplines that collaborate to give South of Midnight such a unique personality. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into South of Midnight. We're thrilled to announce that the game will launch on April 8th, and pre-orders are now available on
April
Xbox
8th.
and Steam.
Wow.
April 8th. Fabulous.
The
Not
PC?
on PlayStation. Not
That
on
one.
PlayStation, that one. That's
Fair enough.
interesting.
It'll
I
come to
wonder if-
PS5 eventually.
Yeah, I was about to say, I wonder if
Well-
it comes to PS5 later.
Yeah, I mean, it's very much a. They did say not every studio is like prepared for multi-platform development yet.
Yeah. That one was South of Midnight was probably in production well before the Blizzard Activision acquisition.
Bonjour everyone.
So
we are Sunfall Interactive and welcome to our manor. We are a small studio
Guess
based
they're
in
closing
Montpellier,
with
France,
Doom.
working on our first game, Clair Obscur Expedition 33. It's a turn-based RPG.
I mean, I know this is coming on PS5, but I'll play it there.
Yeah.
France.
Here we are.
This game is
Our grand
so
adventure
cool.
in game development actually started as a solo
Cat is
passion
yelling
project.
at me.
I wanted to create something like the JRPGs with turn-based
Do you-
combat I grew up with and loved, but that fully leveraged the latest tech, with fresh
Oh.
genre, with new features, and took place in a compelling world. I knew I needed help to realize my dream.
Yelling from the
First,
be-
I
from the
turned to a
bedroom.
programmer I knew would get it.
Guillaume and I started trading ideas right away, and that quickly turned into trading files back and forth. Soon, I was creating the first prototypes of the reactive turn-based system, combining real-time offense and defense element, and a cinematic battle camera system. Things really clicked when we tested the first version of these features. We felt we had something both challenging and fun.
Someone finally trying to go for Atlas's throne of the turn-based JRPG.
Well, so what was interesting what he just said there was reactive defense as well. So I wonder if it's gonna be like Mario and Luigi, where you're like defending as well.
Yeah, that would be neat.
Because I believe that in video games, success always starts with a strong creative vision. And we had that.
It does it right now. No one really does turn-based RPG like Atlas does.
No.
A story with great emotion.
It certainly ain't Game Freak.
Gameplay that innovates on the classics we love. And a world that is completely original, beautiful, and immersive.
The game looks
We founded
extravagantly
Sunfall
good as
Interactive
well.
on these tenets.
Yeah.
A group
Like
of
for their
friends
first
with a
game,
shared
they are
vision and the drive to make something
going
extreme.
all out.
This too is your legacy. Core to every great RPG is a compelling story. And Guillaume and I spent 4 years intensively developing and refining ours. And that started with the hook. 67 years ago, a massive slumbering paintress and a monolith appeared with no warning. Once a year, the paintress wakes and paints a number on her monolith, and everyone who has passed that age is erased. Every year
Oh.
that number ticks down, and everyone dies younger and younger. Expeditions depart to kill the paintress, determined to fight until their final breath, but none have ever returned. Our story follows Expedition 33.
Okay, that is a good hook.
That is a good hook. That's a
That is
fucked
good
up
hook.
hook.
That is a good hook.
We honor your dedication. Guillaume and I knew early on that we didn't want to focus on good versus evil. What's interesting to us are people who, yes, are flawed, but who care deeply about each other. And conflicts arise because they have different perspectives on what needs to be done.
I'm sorry about it.
I mean, I'm compelled, but also, how do you have different perspectives on this specific issue? This seems like a very cut not dry issue. We should probably kill this thing doing this thing.
Nah, we need to understand why it kills us.
The heart of the story is about overcoming an existential threat while struggling with loss and grief. And it's rooted in the characters' relationships, both to each other and to themselves.
What are we gonna do, huh? Tell me. What are we gonna do?
In a world like this, how does one stay hopeful or make peace with their fate? What duty do we owe to each other or to ourselves? These questions are deeply personal to me, and they permeate the story behind the story.
Know that Lumiere fights with you. Tomorrow comes. Expedition
I was already
33.
excited for this game, but
The
now
characters
I'm
all have
much
their
more
own
excited for
motivations
this.
and perspectives.
Yeah.
Gustav and Lune are deeply invested in the expedition, even if they fight all the time. To them, the mission is tied not only to their family, it's central to their identity and purpose.
Protocol doesn't cover
There's a-
every contingency.
There's
You know that.
Contrast that with Ciel, whose darkest days have already happened.
What are the stars whispering to you? Actually, I'm the one whispering to them. It's something my dad and I used to do.
And Maëlle, who cares more about really living her life, not just living longer.
Gustav, are you real?
It's not all dark, though. Along the way, they meet various colorful NPCs and recruit Monoko, who is a friendly but kinda bloodthirsty philosopher and a fully playable character. He has a really cool battle mechanic where he can turn into the enemies he defeats.
What are you doing?
Just need the foot. Aha!
Just need
He's
a
very,
foot.
very old and has seen many expeditions come and go. He is a Jet Troll, which are a group of playful beings who view battle as a form of meditation. They're fun and sort of ridiculous. You'll meet Monoko and many other Jet Trolls across the game.
Interesting.
And of course, there is Esquier, who is one of the oldest and lore-wise the most powerful creatures in the verse.
Esquier is that powerful?
He will be your mount and help you travel to secret corners of the world. And if you bring him back his special stones, you can unlock abilities for him to access new areas of the world and find exciting secrets.
Airships? Nah.
Everyone has their own reason for joining the expedition, and each of them has their own story arc and resolution that we think
Everyone has their own reason for joining. I don't know. I feel like existential death is a good reason for everyone to join.
We had a clear vision for our own take on the genre's core gameplay. Our reactive turn-based system takes the traditional turn-based battle mechanic we love and adds real-time reaction,
Oh yeah, so it's Mario and Luigi.
which gives combat greater intensity and dynamism. During enemy turns, you can negate all damage by dodging or parrying at the right time.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? Okay.
So,
Okay.
The balancing
so we got the menus of Persona and
long time to get right.
well, the menu snap menus of Persona, and then Mario and Luigi like
Often found
timing.
time elements too hard. Some of us are still traumatized by enemies from back then. We've done a lot of rebalancing since, and with a lot of iteration, we ultimately came up with a formula that we're proud of. Players who are good at real time can take more risks, and others can counterbalance with items and strategies. A big part of that formula lies in the many ways you can customize your character. We spend a lot of time designing each character's unique mechanics and their custom skill trees. Our philosophy is making every type of playstyle viable so that everyone can have fun with how they play the game. Each character has a unique mechanic. Maëlle switches between stances which can ultimately boost defense or power.
I like that.
personally like to make Maëlle the protector of the group, but I'm pretty much the only one at the studio who plays her that way. Most people play her as a glass cannon with Gustav's complementary skills. The characters can also equip hundreds of passive effects, which in our game are called Lumina. Every character has more than 20 unique skills in their skill tree and hundreds of passive effects they can gain through Lumina and weapons. So there are a ton of builds and playstyle
Okay.
to explore.
I like that.
Needless to say, we can't wait to see how you choose to play and what kinds of build you'll design
Yeah, he said that
we
this-
probably
the
never
character with the
even
rapier,
imagined.
people play her as a glass cannon, or they use her as a defensive tank. Like that's pretty cool.
Our story is set in the French fantasy world, and I was really excited to design something unique. Every level has its own color and texture identity. For example, the Gestrel Village is an early area in the game where players can enjoy a fun break. We wanted something that feels chaotic, grungy, and toy-like. It's basically a bazaar. Everything's disorganized, chaos everywhere, huts are unsafe, built without much thought. It's a place where anyone could fight you at any point, which is pretty much what the Gestrels are like. The Gestrel Village is hidden inside the ancient sanctuary. The ideas here were forest, labyrinth, and sentinels. I designed it as a vibrant place, like an old graveyard of Gestrels, or forgotten wooden toys in a box, with two main colors, red and white. I wanted to make it feel cozy, hidden from danger, with traps and labyrinths in case enemies get in. Same process with the characters. Monoko came in a single concept. I thought of a monkey-like body, white fur with a black and red flat mask.
Ladies, could I?
Ow!
Definitely a Gestrel.
For Escape, we needed a cuddly companion to take us around the world. I thought instantly of a giant inflatable balloon and old Victorian pillows with many intricate motifs. We start with the core themes and ideas, and the visuals grow organically from there.
From the very start of the project, there was one thing that we absolutely wanted to bring back from older JRPGs. A feature we really loved, but is very rare these days. A completely 3D and navigable world map. Yes, we've got a world map.
Man, that's,
And it
yeah,
was a real
hell
challenge to
yeah.
create, both
Ooh,
artistically
ooh,
and
I feel
technically.
cozy.
And it
Ooh,
was
it's like
way
wrapping
bigger
in a
than
warm
expected.
blanket.
You'll
Ooh,
definitely
yeah.
need SKZL traveling around. We're super happy with the result, though, as there's a lot of side paths and entire hidden levels. If you want to fight the toughest bosses of the game, you will have to explore. Good luck.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. These guys fucking done their homework. Oh, yeah.
They're talking right to you.
Oh, yeah.
That's why they're talking dirty to you.
Well, did you hear what he said? Like classic JRPGs.
Xbox
Yeah.
X and S, and is available day one.
They whispering suit nothings in your ear.
You can already wishes the game and follow us for more info.
Oh yeah.
We are so excited to invite you into the world of Expedition 33. We are a small, passionate team. It's our debut game, and we can't wait for you to discover our story, our world, and our take on the turn-based genre. On behalf of everyone at Sunfall, thank you for joining us. Tomorrow comes.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
Demain viendra.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
April 24th. Damn. Damn. April.
And lastly, Doom.
Doom. Ooh. I imagine this is a later in the year title. Unless this is like, this is the
No,
this
this
is
is-
the next 6 months.
Yeah, I think it's the next 6 months. I'm pretty sure I said it's like April or May.
Home of id Software, where more than 30 years ago, a small team of game developers helped define and set a course for first-person shooters. A lot has changed since then, but our team is as passionate as ever. And the most important values at the core of our games, innovation, craftsmanship, and performance, remain a priority for us to this day.
And as you're about to see, those values are infused in every aspect of this latest installment in the legendary Doom franchise. It is an honor to work on this game, to carry on id's tradition of
I imagine
creating
Microsoft
all-out,
is very happy that Doom is
groundbreaking
releasing
levels
this
of
year.
fun.
They're like, this one,
So
we
we're
can't
excited
fuck
to
this
share
one
with
up.
you
This
a
one will
look
be fun.
at our most ambitious game yet.
That's what making money.
This is Doom: The Dark Ages.
That was
I
so
just-
stupid I mouthed the words.
This is just crazy that they're not doing like any marketing for Avowed. Avowed is gonna get like, nobody's gonna get it because there's not been any marketing for it. Like, why isn't Avowed at this thing too?
I mean, Microsoft's not very good at marketing.
No, they're not.
In Doom: The Dark Ages, you will feel like the
I feel like we get these type of presentations, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Set in a cinematic sci-fi fantasy world full of locations to explore, powerful weapons to unlock, and enemies to conquer. This is a prequel to Doom 2016, and that's given us the opportunity to reimagine every aspect
I
of
didn't
this
realize it was a
experience.
prequel.
So if
Okay.
you're new to the franchise, then Doom: The Dark Ages will be the perfect entry point into the series.
I mean, Doom 2016 opens up with Doom Guy like waking up from like captivity, so it's probably how he gets captured. The combat. You have gun. Murder demons.
You have gun. You have shield with saw, and more guns. That's combat.
Yeah.
Power over the acrobatics of Doom Eternal.
Oh my god, you could be Captain America. Oh my god.
Balance between enemy projectiles.
If it moves, and Doom, if it moves, it dies. Yeah. Allies, you need no allies.
Honestly, if it don't move, it dies.
It's an all-new world with new tools and new mechanics to master. Let me introduce you to the Shield Saw.
Ah, simple yet effective name.
Parry, deflect, all from one input. It's contextual, tons of depth on a single button press.
I like that.
We
That's
want
cool.
every Doom game to stand on its own as a unique experience. So in 2016, we asked you to run and gun. In Doom Eternal, it was jump and shoot. And in Doom: The Dark Ages, you're gonna stand and fight.
That is cool. It kind of gives each game a distinct identity.
Yeah.
And the Shield Saw will give you the strength to go head to head with some of the biggest, baddest demons we've ever created at id. But that's not all. Because if you're gonna stand and fight,
I mean, if a guy is coming at you with a, you know, a shield saw and
You
then
have a mace? Oh my fucking god.
yeah, a shield saw, a, you know, a shotgun, and is parrying your hits. Like, I don't know. I don't think I would want to fight him.
one input, complete with combos and upgrades. And it's
Oh my
totally awesome.
god.
And you can finish off the demons now with an all-new, unsynced, completely in the player's control glory kill system. From any angle, in and out, as you see fit. And it feels amazing. You'll feel unstoppable, smashing your way through the horde with total freedom. And that seems like a ton,
Fucking
but
like
that's just
5
two
melee
inputs.
fucking
We got
weapons.
one
Why
more
even
really
fuck with the
important
guns?
button
Give me a melee Doom.
I mean, there is jokes where a Doom guy went to hell with a shotgun and 2 shells. After killing billions, he still had 2 shells.
Doom has and always will be all about the guns. And Dark Ages has some of the most ridiculously
I mean, it's also canonical that he was offered by God to go to heaven for, you know, his good deeds of killing all the demons. He said no because he wanted to stay in hell killing more demons.
Yep. Truly a base take.
He knows what he's about.
and shred the minions of hell with. Only in Doom. That's the mission statement for the design of these never-before-seen, insanely fun-to-use tools of mayhem. That
It's
only
just
the Slayer
us.
has the power
What
to
the?
wield.
It's
Take a look
so ridiculous.
footage and see how these medieval
It's billions against one. Then it's a fair fight.
to form the new combat loop. for
Maybe.
Doom.
Maybe. Honestly, the one still have the advantage.
Only if Doom Guy sits down for the entire time.
Yeah.
That parry system is fucking ridiculous. Wait, your shield saw is also your grappling hook? Is that what I just fucking saw? It slices, it dices, it deflects. It calls your mom on Sundays.
Like pulls him into the chainsaw.
The new and improved shield saw.
And
under the hood, for the first time in an id game,
Oh my God.
we've made our combat more approachable and flexible than ever before, with a new difficulty system and sliders that will allow players to tune the speed and challenge of the game to
Okay.
whatever fits them best. You can slow things down or speed them up. It's a
Oh no.
You like Doom? You like cocaine? Well, here's Doom on cocaine.
Doom's already a pretty fast-paced game.
And pilot your very own 30-story Atlan, which is a mech.
Oh
it's the
shit.
size of a building. It's powerful, and you can beat giant Titan-sized demons to death with your gauntleted fists.
Oh my
If
God.
that wasn't enough, we also have for you your very own fire-breathing.
What's the most over-the-top ridiculous thing we can do? Then do it.
One-and-done features either. They have a full suite of abilities and even mini-bosses. The spectacle
Oh
is
my
epic. The Power
fucking
Fantasy
God.
is unlike anything we've made it in. And the combat system.
You have to ask, by the time the storyline gets to Doom Eternal, why are the
Oh my
demons still
God,
trying
the
to
mech,
kill
the mech has guns too. Holy fuck.
We know that fans of single
Your guns have
player
guns.
more than just great combat to pull them through the experience. So we're excited to share with
Again,
you not just the
by the time the storyline gets to Doom Eternal,
of Doom.
why are the demons still trying?
Yeah.
Your hero's journey will take you to the far reaches of the Doom universe.
At a certain point, you just gotta give up.
Yeah, you want me to fight that guy? You realize he's murdered just about damn near all of us, right?
And through exploration, you'll be
I mean, the reason he's called Doom Guy, so the demons call him that.
every step of the way. Now armed with
They don't know what his real name is. All they know is when they hear his step, it spells Doom.
leap and smash your way through environments full of secrets and treasures. There's always something new waiting to be discovered or destroyed. Now let's take a closer look at just
Remember,
one
all
of
this
the many missions
because they
you'll
killed his
experience
pet rabbit.
in the Dark Ages. In this level, you will meet the enemy at the gates and save a city from certain destruction.
God.
Explore the medieval battlefield
I
outside the
have
castle
such a
walls.
thing for like
Seeking out
armor
targets
sets that
and
have like
enemy
the
formations
fur
along the way.
collars. I think
To
they look
engage with
so
as you see
badass,
fit.
and to add one on to
Any gun
Doom
you
Guy
choose.
just makes him look more badass, which seems impossible.
Explore what is the largest play space ever in a Doom game, discovering secret caves and dungeon-like mines.
Oh my
in search
God.
Of vital resources. You control the pace of the game. Where
Okay,
you
so
go,
pseudo open world Doom.
who you
That's
fight,
pretty fucking cool.
and the objectives you pursue.
I love how they went with the Cuphead. This
It's a
color
Doom
means that you can
sandbox
reflect
full of
it.
war and riches. Once you break the enemy assault, head back to the main gates because the battle isn't over yet.
Uh-oh.
No, that's fine.
That's a big boy.
There's no need to say uh-oh regarding
Nah,
anything regarding Doom.
No.
Doom Guy just said,
And the soundtrack
ah,
to your epic
finally.
adventures will be composed by the
I'll
award-winning
run the opponent.
finishing move.
I mean, you use 5% of my power.
Loaded with guitars, medieval vibes, and pure adrenaline. You'll feel like you're expanding the legend of the Slayer with every mission you complete. And speaking of that legend,
Story? I don't even
the
fucking
story
story.
of Doom: The Dark Ages, like
Point me
every
in
other
directions
game,
of demons. I kill the demons. That's the
it's
story.
a summer blockbuster event with everything on the line, and you are the star of the show. Your power is coveted by your enemies and withheld from your allies. With the Slayer imprisoned at the start of our story, the balance of power between good and evil is shifting, and time is running out. It's a new story and the perfect entry point for new players. It's easier to access now as we've taken the narrative out of the codex and into the cutscenes, featuring new characters, old allies, and powerful new villains. And for returning players, it leads directly into the Doom 2016 Slayer's Testaments. It's an action story worthy of the Slayer's legend.
What a shot. Him jumping with the shield saw.
We've got 10 years of making modern Doom games together, and we've done better with every game we've made.
The hope with all this, the goal, is to give players an experience that's as fun to play as it was to make, and make something that's good enough to become the best game id has ever made.
But that is for you to decide. When Doom: The Dark Ages releases,
May. Wow. Damn. May 15th.
Everything.
Yep, coming to everything. God, they're just throwing them out. All right. Well, I mean, okay.
Is that it? No, there's about 4 minutes
no,
left.
there's something.
Or no, I think it's just a sizzle.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It just is real.
Okay. Yeah, we can stop there. Okay. Okay. I think that was a fine show.
Yeah, it was fine.
It
Wasn't too crazy.
I think it was fine. I am a big fan of moderate expectations when it comes to this. You know, this thing didn't shoot the moon.
No.
We got release dates for everything except for Ninja Gaiden, which they said fall. So, but I mean, April looks like to be like a big month for Xbox, and spring in general, big time window for May. I think Claire Obscura is gonna be one of those games that has a long tail, where I think every friend group is gonna have a couple friends that pick it up and go, hey, you like this game, you should definitely check this out. I think South of Midnight could possibly have a long tail as well if it reviews well, and then Doom's gonna be a blockbuster.
Doom is Doom.
So I think that was a pretty decent showing, small but mighty showing.
Yeah, I mean these are how these shows go. So you know, obviously, like, oh yeah, we want more announcements, more things, but these shows have always been they only do a handful of games at a time, and a lot of it's due to devs talking. So I'm not gonna like add different Christmas to that for that. No, it's
well, and I like the fact that Xbox set the expectation early. They said these are the 3 games we're covering, and we have one surprise for you.
Yeah, no, so yeah, no, I did a good job with that. I mean, Ninja Gaiden, I'm probably not gonna get too much into it. I never played the other ones. I'm gonna play Experience 33. I'll probably play Doom. I hope South of Midnight. I don't know if I'll my PC when it comes out, or I'll just wait till a PS5 release if they do one.
Yeah, I will definitely be playing South of Midnight. I've been very excited for that game for multiple years now. Claire Obscura, I think that's one of my most anticipated games of the year, and this just solidified that. They're also coming out in the perfect time because I'm dead to the world in March. Like, I will not be present for anything in March. That is Monster Hunter time. But March is probably gonna come and go. I'll get through Monster Hunter Wilds, and then that sets me up for something to play in April after Pirate Yakuza and Monster Hunter Wilds. So yeah, no, I'm over the moon impressed with Claire Obscura specifically. I think that game has the most to prove of the 3. Doom, established franchise. They've been South of Midnight's been growing a following as more and more of it has been revealed. But if I'm not mistaken, this is only the second time we've seen Claire Obscura, and they showed off the right amount of stuff that gets me more interested now. And especially since it seems like that whole studio is just making this game as a love letter to classic 90s RPGs. So this just solidified my excitement for the games that they're showing off, and I think that's the exact mission that this hopes to accomplish.
Yeah, no. I'm curious. I mean, all these games are gonna be on PC, obviously. So I feel like South of Midnight should be okay on a Steam Deck. I don't.
It might be. It might be. Claire Obscura, I think it will be.
On Steam Deck compatible.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah, for sure.
It looks graphically, intensive. So I don't know.
It looks pretty good. But I still think it'll be Steam Deck compatible for sure.
Well, we'll find out. But yeah, no, I mean, all in all, nothing was.
I think my only criticism comes from the fact of you have a game coming out next month.
Yeah, what's about? Like
you have a game coming out next month, and next month is one of the most competitive months. So to the point that Assassin's Creed opted out. They say it was for more polishing, which I believe, but I think they also just wanted out of February. Like there is this giant behemoth overlooking February. And so to stand in that month alongside Monster Hunter Wilds, you got to be doing your marketing, and there's been no marketing for Avowed, and I'm pretty sure it comes out two weeks before.
And considering it's Obsidian, like this is one of your best studios. Like, please don't do what they did. You guys did to Hellblade.
Yeah, it comes out February 13th, so it's gonna come out 2 weeks before Monster Hunter Wilds. Like, why are you not doing any marketing for it? There was a rumor floating around that it was going to get delayed, but then the developers of the game said no, there's no delay plan. But then why aren't you marketing it? Why did we not see it here?
I hope they're not doing what they did to Avowed, what they did to Hellblade.
Yeah.
Because
unless they are just gonna look to get it out on PC and Xbox, it makes what it makes, and then they're gonna port it to PS5 later in the year, and that's where they're hoping that it'll make up some ground. But that's not a good strategy.
No, I mean, considering we haven't really seen a whole lot of Avowed on it.
No, we haven't.
Like that is something I'll hold against them. Avowed should have been here, because honestly, it would have been probably more important to do. I understand Ninja Gaiden being big, but I feel like since it's coming out in the fall, I feel like Avowed should have been more priority than just
or you just added Avowed to the mix. I mean,
they could have done 5 before. I mean, they did 5 the year they unveiled Hi-Fi Rush.
Yes,
and dropped it. So yeah, they could have done 5.
It's they really need to take a lesson from Activision, since they own them, about marketing. Because like when a Call of Duty game releases, you fucking know.
Even though it's the same time every year, you fucking know.
Yeah, that's fucking they flood the market with advertising. And I don't think every game needs that, but
no,
these new IPs that you're creating need some support, because nobody knows what Avowed is.
No, I mean, same thing happened with Indiana Jones like a couple months ago. Like they didn't really market it that much until word of mouth was like, "Hey, this game's good." But sales have come up, and Spider-Man 2 sold more than Indiana Jones did in the month of December.
Yeah,
and it's a year-old game, 2 years old game, close to. Like, yeah, it's our marketing and stuff from Xbox.
Yeah. So. I mean, overall, I mean, this developer direct was really cool. I love hearing devs specifically talk about their games versus just some faceless, no-name person that really doesn't know anything about it. So, a very good job for that. As always, we do give a score to these. What are you thinking?
Because no Avowed, I'm gonna give it a B+.
Okay. I think that I will also give it a B+. I like that we set reasonable expectations. I like that things are releasing soon. That personally makes me very excited. But yeah, why wasn't Avowed here?
Yeah, that's like the only negative. Like if beyond that, I probably would have gone like an A. But since you mentioned Avowed and it needed to be here because it's releasing soon, now that's gonna knock it down a little bit.
I mean, that's 3 weeks away right now. Avowed is releasing in 3 weeks, and
crickets.
So, Xbox, well done. Well done for this. Good job. I would get some marketing out for Avowed because it's gonna need it. But with that, I mean, this was the Xbox Developer Direct. Hope you enjoyed it. Let us know in the comments down below what game you're most excited for. Claire Obscura, baby. And let us know which game you're picking up day one. And on which Xbox you're picking it up on, since there's 1,000 of them out there nowadays. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and we will see you in the next one.
Adios.